Hey guys, welcome back to Wealthy and Productivity Hub. Today, I want to get real with you. I'm talking about the money habits that kept me broke in my 20s. If you're in your 20s or even 30s and you feel like money just keeps slipping through your fingers, this video is for you. Let's dive in. Let's start with lifestyle inflation. Every time I got a raise or bonus, it felt like permission to spend. Got a $5,000 raise? Time for a new phone and fancier dinners, right? Wrong. I kept justifying these expenses, telling myself, you earned it. But the truth is, I wasn't actually getting ahead. I was just inflating my lifestyle to match my income. Looking back, I wish I had kept my spending in check and invested that extra money instead. Imagine the power of compound interest working its magic for years. It's not about deprivation, it's about making smarter choices with your money. Remember, small, consistent choices compound over time, for better or for worse. For years, I flew completely blind when it came to my finances. I had no clue where my money was going. No budget, no tracking, just pure hope and prayer every time I checked my bank account. Spoiler alert. It wasn't pretty. I was constantly stressed, wondering if I had enough to cover rent or groceries. Everything changed when I finally decided to take control. I started using a simple budgeting method, the 50/30/20 rule. This means allocating 50% of your income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. It sounds basic, but it was a game changer for me. Suddenly I had clarity. I knew exactly where my money was going and more importantly, where it to go. It's empowering, and it's the foundation of building a solid financial future. Credit cards. They felt like magic money, a way to buy what I wanted, when I wanted it. But here's the thing, I treated them like free money. Swiping without a second thought, paying only the minimum balance, and completely ignoring the interest rates. Guess what? That mindset landed me in a mountain of debt. Debt that I could have completely avoided if I had just understood how credit cards really work. Credit cards are tools, not toys. They can be incredibly useful for building credit, earning rewards, and even providing a safety net in emergencies. Trust me, the feeling of being debt-free is way better than the temporary high of a spending spree. Emergency fund your financial safety net. Remember that time my car broke down and I had to drain my checking account to get it fixed? Or that unexpected medical bill that wiped out my meager savings? Yeah, those weren't fun times. For years, every small emergency felt like a major financial crisis. Why? Because I didn't have an emergency fund. I was living paycheck to paycheck, so any unexpected expense threw my entire financial life into chaos. I learned this lesson the hard way, guys. An emergency fund isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's your financial safety net, protecting you from life's inevitable curveballs. Start by saving even a small amount, like $500 or $1,000. It doesn't have to be huge, just something to cushion the blow when those unexpected expenses pop up. Trust me, having that peace of mind is priceless. The trap of trying to impress others. Let's be real, a lot of my spending in my 20s was driven by one thing, trying to impress people. I bought things I didn't need to impress people I didn't even like. Sound familiar? I was caught in the comparison trap, constantly measuring myself against others and their perceived success. I thought that buying a fancy car or wearing designer clothes would make me feel successful, but it was all an illusion. The truth is, true wealth and happiness come from within. It's about financial security, peace of mind, and the freedom to pursue your passions. Once I stopped caring about what other people thought and focused on my own financial journey, everything changed. Trust me, financial peace is far more rewarding than any fleeting sense of status. Why you should start investing in your 20s. Time. It's your most valuable asset, especially in your 20s, and I wasted so much of it. I used to think that investing was for rich people or something I could put off until later in life. Big mistake. I missed out on years of potential growth. The magic of compound interest is that the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow exponentially. Even small amounts invested consistently over time can snowball into a significant nest egg. My advice? Don't wait another day to start investing. Even if you can only afford to invest a small amount, do it. Your future self will thank you. Financial literacy, your secret weapon. I used to spend hours scrolling through social media, watching pointless videos and basically wasting my precious time. But when it came to learning about money, I was clueless. I avoided it like the plague. It seemed complicated, boring, and overwhelming. But here's the thing, financial literacy is your secret weapon to building wealth. Once I started investing in my financial education, everything changed. I devoured books, listened to podcasts, and watched countless YouTube videos from financial experts. The more I learned, the more confident and empowered I felt about my finances. Knowledge is power, my friends, and that definitely applies to your money. Side hustle mindset. Unlock your earning potential. For the longest time, I relied solely on my 9-to-5 job for income. I had this fixed mindset that my salary was all I could earn. Meanwhile, I was spending my free time binge-watching shows, scrolling through social media, and basically wasting my potential. Then it hit me. Why not use some of that free time to create additional income streams? I started exploring different side hustle opportunities, freelancing, content creation, online tutoring, and I was blown away by the possibilities. Even if you can only dedicate a few hours a week, a side hustle can make a huge difference. It can help you pay off debt faster, build your savings, and even achieve financial freedom sooner than you ever thought possible. So those were the habits that kept me broke in my 20s. If you see yourself in any of these, good. Awareness is step one. Start small, stay consistent, and your future self will thank you. It's never too late to turn things around. Take control of your finances, make smart choices, and watch your wealth grow. See you in the next one.